Well, let me tell you everybody, this day couldn't have started better. Like, this is fantastic. Check it out. Up here, we've got some new copper. Some new copper, look at that. Oh, it looks so good. I love the look of the copper. The water line used to drop down right there, and then you can see the line of it, and then run along that wall and go down into the utility room. That was sort of in the way. I was scared that I was gonna bump into it, or my kids, or whatever it may be. So I wanted to get it out of the way. So we put in a new ball valve here, and new copper running all the way along here, and then into the water meter. Just drops right down, and there you go. So we've upgraded the shutoff valve, and it's just looking substantially better. I just like the look of the fresh copper too. Wish it all looked like that. Look at that, that's old school, that's new. But now that that's done, we can add the subfloor here and also build the pony wall. Had another very exciting meeting this morning as well, and it involves the cloud backdrop. I didn't really know what to do with the cloud backdrop. It's been like a big question mark, but I think it's no longer a question mark because there's a mural artist, his name is Robert, he came by this morning and he had a look around, he had a look at the concrete wall, had a look at the garage door wall and the drywall wall, all three walls, and was like, yeah, we can paint all of this, no problem. I was like, excellent. And he's sort of aligned with me. He's very talented and has a good work history, that's for sure. Actually, a great work history. Like, he's done some beautiful murals all over like Canada and the US apparently as well. And he's done 1,200 murals over the last 4 years. So he's very experienced, and I think he's gonna make this place look incredible with a beautiful cloud background. Originally, I was thinking, okay, maybe we need to paint this place. Then I got a quote from somebody, and I was like, no way, I'm not doing that. And then I was gonna move forward with vinyl, and we were gonna put vinyl on that wall, and vinyl on this wall, and the curtain. And that would be cool too, but there would sort of be an inconsistent look between the vinyl and the curtain, plus we'd have a big curtain there. It would be cool because it would hide the back door, but if I can make it look all consistent with paint, I think that is the way to go. And I've met a very talented artist now, so I'm really excited about the direction that that is heading. And whoever reached out to him, I asked him, I was like, how did you find out about my need for a cloud background? He said, oh, somebody reached out to me. One of my existing clients was watching one of your videos, and they mentioned that you needed this, so I reached out to you. So whoever that was, well, thank you so much, because we are gonna move forward with a painted mural of the cloud background here in the main warehouse bay. And this is actually gonna be starting on April 2nd. April 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Yeah, so this morning they actually took the big lift out of here, the big scissor lift, and I'm gonna have to get that back. So I'm gonna call the company, get the scissor lift back, and start painting like next month, like right away. That is so cool. So in addition to working on the studio a bit here, I'm also gonna be featuring some builds in this video as well. We've got the Hagrid's Hut, also the X-Jet, and the sorting hat. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get them all built today, but I am gonna go live in the studio here now that the heat is on and I can wear a t-shirt in here. I've decided that it's time to go live and do some live building in here, and I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, it's been a great day so far. Off to a great start with that pipe moved, and also I met a fantastic artist in regards to the cloud background, and I think we're aligned on that project. So things are definitely looking up for next week already. Yes, it's amazing. Well, they were already up, but now they're here, and now they're way up here. Pretty awesome, everybody. I'm excited. Let's have a look at these sets. This is my little stream setup right here. This table's in the middle of where the city is going to go. And I built the X-Jet. That's a pretty cool little build. Get Magneto, Rogue, Wolverine, and of course Cyclops, who's on the back of the ship there. This thing retails for a whopping $110. What's that bag doing? Get out of here. $110, I think it was, like in Canada here, which is wild. Maybe this is like a super expensive piece. It just seems a little bit ridiculous. Come on, $110. That's crazy. Plus, some of the stickers inside here, like when you have a look at some of mine, they're actually like not even centered. So the sticker sheet that I got was a little bit messed up. But you've got a spot for 2 minifigures in there, and then also a spot for 2 minifigures back here. So we can flip this hatch open, and there's just 2 more seats there, and also a little computer screen right there. And then these 2 crates are just full of the 1x1 circular tiles, and those of course can open up. The engines are pretty cool. You've got like the fins coming up there, like the dorsal fins, I guess, on either side, and then the big engines. I thought that would be a little bit more of a complex build, but not really. We got some spring-loaded shooters in the bottom, and then on the front of it, there's the little tile shooters as well. Pretty decent size, though. I think it does look really clean. I do like the color combination, and I think it's a great representation of the X-Jet, but the price of it is just too much. And then, of course, we have the beginning of the sorting hat. This is funny. I actually got the sorting hat accessory for the minifig, which is really cool. So, of course, I was super excited about that because that is a really cool Harry Potter minifigure accessory. But look, in the inside, you can see that it's sort of deformed. And it doesn't fit on my minifig. And this is like the first step. And you're like all hyped, or I am. And I'm like, yeah, look at that. Such a cool minifig accessory. And then doesn't even go on there. Come on, Lego. That's ridiculous. I wonder how many came out deformed like that. It's a pretty cool print piece right there. These are stickers, though. And then, of course, back here is the sound brick. So if I push that.
Ah, yes. Gryffindor. Better be Hufflepuff. Slytherin.
Pretty cool. And I like the mouth and the eyes of the sorting hat, and then you got some sticker details. And also inside the base here, there was some color, so it's going to sit on this base. There's a red brick in there, yellow, blue, and of course green, and then you get these printed tiles to represent the different houses. So I think that stand is really neat. I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to build this or finish building this today, just because we're going to be doing like renovations here in the warehouse, and then by the time I'm done that, I'll be like, I want to go home and hang out with my kids or edit and upload this video. But yeah, sorting hat is off to a great start, and the X-Jet is really cool, and I haven't had a chance yet to crack into Hagrid's hut. I cracked another bag and started building, but then it was time to start laying the subfloor and build the pony wall. So you've got the pony wall, about to start cutting some drywall for that. The subfloor has one piece right there. It's interlocked with another large piece, and then the last section is pieced together with the remains. So that altogether is only 2 sheets of plywood. Not too bad at all, but we used an entire box of screws. So this floor before, it wasn't that like stable. Like there were parts that would like flex in, but now I feel like this is rock solid. Specifically right here, I used to like fall through the floor. So it's definitely worth putting the subfloor here, just reinforce it all, screw it all into the existing plywood, and we have the joists running where these lines are. So it's rock solid now, and I'm excited to see the drywall up there as well. There we go, drywall done, and also the subfloor. Yeah, that looks cool. So you still got to cap it. So we're going to cap this and cap all the way along these walls as well. And then we're also going to do the same cap on the staircase. And then we've got to prime that. And then it's paint time. So next week is going to be paint time in a big way, because once again, we're going to get the mural done starting on Tuesday. And we're going to start working on some other stuff, such as the washroom and potentially painting all this other stuff as well. And then the very final thing will be carpet. But in addition to doing that, I managed to get the sorting hat done. It's so cool. Check it out. When I push down on the top of his hat,
Slytherin.
he talks, his mouth and eyebrows move.
Gryffindor.
And that action and voice is also activated by pushing on that right there in the center. And of course, you can do that by putting the sorting hat on your head. It better get it right. I'm a Gryffindor. Come on.
Ah, yes. Hufflepuff.
Oh! Oh, you gotta do me like that, dude? Come on, man. You know I'm a Gryffindor.
Clearly, you belong in Gryffindor.
There you go. You got it right the second time. That's what I like to see. The hat is really well shaped too. I like his facial expressions, and then I like the top of it too. I like how it's got that interesting angle and how it actually activates those facial expressions. It's just really neat how everything is connected in the center. There's just a lot more to it than what it looks like from the outside. Also in the inside, we've got some hidden stuff. So when I pop this off and then I take this cone off, you'll see that there's some hidden gems in here. We've got the Sword of Gryffindor, the locket, I believe, also the goblet, and then the diadem, I always mispronounce it, I'm sorry. But this can also be opened up back here so you can access your sound box. So you see the system right there. I like how you can just open it up and see that Technic system and sort of see the activation of it. So there's just like so much to this, and I really enjoyed the build. I will say though, I do not like building Lego here. I don't like having my Lego here in general because this is a construction site. There is just continuous dust that is being made. I sweep up every day and there's just more and more dust and dirt and grime, and it's like ridiculous. That's why I don't like bring any of my like good camera equipment, my good computers or anything like that, because it's a construction site. So even bringing this Lego here and having it for a short period of time, I can tell that it's already getting like pretty dirty, because my hands are dirty and I'm like touching it and it's just like getting all dusty and stuff, and it's like really bothering me. Oh, look at that though. That doesn't really bother me at all. Finally, that blasted pipe has been moved and we've got the pony walls constructed along with the subfloor. I was here early yesterday morning and late last night. Didn't see my kids yesterday. Not good. I saw them this morning, but I've got to get home so I can say hello to my kids. I feel like I've been spending too much time here. I'm not complaining at all. It's just like I want to see my kids, but sometimes I'm sort of roped into not seeing them, and I don't really like that. So everybody, this is where I end this video. Thank you so much for coming on by. Please remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more great stuff, because next week, this place is going to be completely transformed, and I'm super excited. Farewell.